Forex market, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Tuesday morning today, right down the middle of the week. We got the pound Canadian today. We want to talk about the situation here. Very interesting. The pound Canadian, guys, was on our watch list where the trigger level was 71.03. You see this key level right there? And even though it actually got triggered a couple of days ago, right? I mean, it was still Friday, and last Friday price just came back up after it was drilling downwards, taking the previous low, mind you, and then flip it over quickly just to cross over 71.03. We think this is a big deal because the system itself, I mean the formation itself, is a 1-2-3. Let me show you where it's coming from. It's actually coming from the 4-hour chart. I'm gonna show you exactly how we see the formation here, right? So from the top to the bottom, that's a first, then the second all the way up, right? You see these two touchdowns here on that 72.34. That's a nice validation. So we had the second and then all the way down third, right? That's the third leg taking the previous low and now switching back up, probably to produce leg number 4. Now the crossover, here's the interesting part. Here's the interesting part which we believe gives us that edge where we can take action, right? Where we have that probability picture in our favor. So the crossover 71.03, that's what triggered the whole situation, because now we know price had been able to overcome the obstacle of 71.03. We knew it's going to be a stiff resistance. So it pretty much has nothing else to do but to push forward and all the way to 72.34. 72.34, guys, that's our main target. That's our primary target. But it's not the final destination. We think price could push all the way to 72.90, which is just where the previous high is, locally speaking, right? We're chasing the short-term cycle. I'm sure you've noticed that, right? So this is a quick move, guys. This could be, this could be done in a day or two, right? But here's what we like also. I mean, aside from what I just told you about last Friday, being bearish at half of the day and then turning bullish, crossing back above 71.03, that was important. But yesterday, when we were here reanalyzing, kind of fine-tuning, trying to fine-tune our entry, we were also already thinking about pulling the trigger, but we saw price pressing downwards, right? When we opened the market yesterday, price was actually bearish. It was red here yesterday, at the beginning, and price was pressing downwards. So we said, look, it doesn't look too good right now. It doesn't feel comfortable to try and kind of, catch a falling knife, so to speak, locally speaking. Again, I'm talking about in the daily session. And we said we're going to come back tomorrow. If things will look good, if things will look positive, we'll just jump in right away. No questions asked, right? And that's the case, guys. That's exactly the case. Price turned around swiftly and managed to cross over 71.03 again for the second time. That's kind of reconfirmation for that breakout. And guess what? We're taking action. All right. So right after this video, pulling the trigger, pound Canadian, we think we can easily catch about 100 pip, right? 72.34. But we'll probably leave some of the position going forward to 72.90. We'll try to see if we can squeeze that lemon all the way through. But anyway, this is a sideways move and consolidation phase we're talking about, right? So we had the first, second, third. Once we've done with the fourth, we actually should be looking for a turnaround and an attempt to catch the fifth. All right? But that's, of course, still to come. We're just going to focus on what's around the corner, what's imminent, and that's just pulling the trigger now, trying to catch 100, 150 pip of a potential move. Pound Canadian looking super bullish right now. We'll be back to follow up as we usually do. That's about that for this one, guys. We'll be back with the next. Cheers.